What's up guys, Quicksamble here, aka Jake, and this is the third time doing this commentary, so I really hope that it goes right. So we're playing some Crysis 2 together, we're playing some team instant action on Skylight, I think that was. I think that's the name of the map, and I'm going to be using the Scar H with the M12 Nova as my secondary, which is just a pistol. It's the only one you can get in the beta. I also have the Frags, the Air Stomp, the Stealth Enhanced, and the Side Pack. Now, to go over what the perks in this game are, you can pretty much pick 3 perks like any other Call of Duty game that you've played, or any other game that you've played that's first-person shooterish that kind of plays like this. Air Stomp is pretty much when you jump in the air and you hold the right stick down, you pretty much stomp the ground, which it's kind of like Armor Lock. You do the action for Armor Lock in Halo Reach, and it kills pretty much anyone below you, which can be quite powerful, but I didn't really use it too much in this game because I didn't really know. This is the second game I played, so I was definitely just getting the hang of playing the game. Stealth Enhanced is the second perk that I've got, which is just all on the default class because, like I said, I've not played the game, second time. So I had Stealth Enhanced, which makes you switch to your Camouflage. And Camouflage is pretty much you press the left bumper, I think, or I think it's the right bumper actually. You press the right bumper and you do this, where you go invisible. You just have like a watery effect around you, but you pretty much go invisible. And you can use that to get around the map, or maybe sneak up behind some guys. Like this guy just did there. You can see a lot of people using it, which if you thought Ghost Pro in Black Ops was bad, then you're going to really hate that perk, because it's not even a perk, everyone has it. It's kind of like a power. You have 2 powers, you have shields, and you have the go invisible thing. I don't know what it's called, I'm just going to call it like ghosty stuff or whatever. But now the last one is Side Pack, which it's just you get more ammo when you start, but you can change these perks out once you reach a high enough level to unlock them. Now, to unlock perks and weapons, you have to finish challenges, which add 1 more unlock to each of your classes. Like for primary weapons, if you do like 250 kills with the Scar H, or the Scar should I say, then you can unlock a new gun. But it's the same for the perks. You do certain things with perks, you can unlock different perks. So it's definitely something that you should be looking out for. He's always trying to use the perks as much as you can, and always trying to use the actual gun as much as you can. But so I have the reflex sight on this, which is pretty much just a holographic sight. Once again, from the other games like Battlefield and things like that, you've probably all seen this because this game is made by EA. So moving on to controls, the controls are pretty much the same as Battlefield and Medal of Honor. They're a little bit more responsive than I remember them being in the earlier games. But I think that they're definitely not up to Call of Duty standards. They're a bit sluggish still. They don't make you feel like you're in full control all the time. And the reactions that you have, it can take a while to jump, and I don't know if that's just lag, but it just seemed like it took a little bit of time for you to jump and whatnot. But you can now going on to energy. Okay, energy in the bottom right corner. You can everything that you do pretty much takes up energy except for just normal walking. Sprinting takes up energy, super jumping takes up energy, I think normal jumping does, I think climbing does, and I know that shields and using your invisibility cloak type thing, that definitely takes up a lot of energy. Now energy is definitely something that you need to keep your eye on, because if you don't have enough energy and you go into a battle and you want to put your shields on to stop yourself dying, you need to watch out for your energy, because if you haven't got that, then you can't do it. Or say you want to sprint from the enemy, but you've just come out of a battle and you don't have any energy left, then you can't sprint away because you won't have any energy. So the energy, I think the energy system is pretty good. It's kind of like when in Call of Duty when you sprint and you run out of breath or whatever. Well, in this one you just run out of energy, but I don't think there's any way to keep it from going down. But it does restore pretty quickly, so I think there's definitely going to be no problem there, and people running out of energy way too quickly and whatnot. But I suppose if you were using your ghost-like thing that you can turn on, your cloak like I just did there, you run out of energy a lot faster. And one of the things that they've stopped, they've tried to counteract it, is that you can't shoot whilst in ghost mode. And if you do shoot whilst in ghost mode, then it takes a little bit longer for you to actually shoot and pull the trigger, because you have to turn off the ghost first. So you can't actually be running around shooting people from the hip, or running up behind them and just shooting them in the back. without having to take that extra couple of seconds to turn off the actual power. So like I've said, let's go on to kill streaks now, because kill streaks are definitely something that they've brought into the game, and they brought a new aspect of them. Okay, so what I like to call them is KCs. Okay, now you're probably thinking, what the hell are KCs? Quick, now KCs are kind of like kills and collects, I call them. Okay, so what you have to do is, everything in this game to do with kill streaks revolve around dog tags. Every player has dog tags when they're alive, and every player drops dog tags when they die. Now, to get a kill streak, it's just the 3, 5, and 7 kill streaks. The 3 kill streak gets you a radar, the 5 kill streak gets you an orbital strike, which is pretty much just like a predator missile. It just comes down and it fires and kills a lot of people underneath them. And the third one is the 7 kill streak, which is a Kef airstrike, which is kind of just like an attack helicopter. It just flies around and shoots people. Now, to gain those, you don't just have to kill people. That's why I don't like calling them kill streaks. I like calling them KC streaks. So kills and collect streaks are, as it says in the name, you have to kill a target and then collect his dog tag to gain that kill streak up. Now, that seems a little bit harder. It definitely stops the guys from camping, because there's no way you can sit in a corner all game and pick yourself up a 7 kill streak, because if you just sit in that corner, unless they are right next to you every single time you kill them, you're not going to be able to. You're going to have to run out and pick up that dog tag that he dropped, which I think a lot of people are going to find a lot harder. A lot of people are going to be forgetting. In this game, I didn't do it because this is only the second game that I played, and I had no idea what dog tags were or how to attain dog tags to build up my kill streaks, or should I say my KC streaks, which kind of put me on a little bit of downfall, a little bit of a disadvantage. But in the next game that I bring you, I get my Kef airstrike pretty easily, with a nice little streak of killing people. Now, the hit detection of the game is actually really good. I have to agree. Now, in a lot of games, hit detection is a big thing. Now, I think in this game, host is a big thing. I think connection is definitely a big thing in this game. The guys that I'm playing against had terrible connection, but apparently when I was playing with Liam, he had a 1-bar connection, and apparently on his screen I had a 1-bar connection and he had a full bar. So I don't know whether everybody has good connection, or I don't know how the connection works in this game, but it's definitely something that I'm going to have to look into a little bit more for the next commentary to make sure I get all my facts right and whatnot. But so you can get dead silence in this game. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like it takes over your stealth enhanced. Okay, it kind of makes all your footsteps a little bit more silent, so that you cannot get confused. Because if you use Turtle Beaches or Tritons or whatever, or Astros, whatever, then I sometimes mistake my own footsteps over people, because there is a little bit of sound lag, which you don't really get in games, but in this game you do get sound lag. It's kind of like where you run, but your footsteps sound like they're right behind you, like they don't go down, they're behind you. Because I think you sprint so fast in this game, it takes a little bit of time for the actual sound to create the sound. Now, I don't know if they're going to sort that or not, or whether anyone else is having that problem, or whether it's just me, but this is just my opinion on what I think about it, and that definitely is something that is kind of irritating. But I think I've covered everything in the game now, except for custom classes, which I will bring you more in the next game. But I go 14-5 in this game. I think it's coming to an end right now. I come back up here and the game ends, but I go 14-5 if I am correct, and we win by quite a bit. So if you do like this gameplay, then remember to like the button, hit the like button should I say, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and be sure to look out for more Crysis 2, because this game I probably will buy.